Morning.
We have two great guests in studio right now. Continue on these wonderful conversations, learning all about things happening at the Port of Shelton and their various properties. It's Dick Taylor and Wendy Smith. Dick Taylor, Commission Chair, and Executive Director is Wendy Smith. Morning, gang.
Good
morning. How are you?
I am well. How y'all doing?
Good.
Is it tough to get work done when you guys are so husky and cougar as we move? Or is this just a real
That's the
testament?
first question.
Can we just talk about that?
Is this just
Yeah.
a real
Just get it out
testament
of the way.
to your guys' professionalism and able
It's
to
a
put that
testament to our professionalism. How's that?
come Apple
Hey,
Cup
I'm
time?
a
though.
Washington fan for Washington's,
Well,
Washington.
you and I
Yeah.
work pretty good together.
That's true. 49ers and Seahawks. I
Seahawks.
guess,
So.
but,
I root for the
49ers,
Huskies
who are
until
they?
they play the Cougars. So.
okay. And do you root for the Huskies until they play the Cougars, or
No.
so flip that? Do you root
No.
for the Cougars when they don't?
Well, if they're playing Oregon or something like that, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's bad form.
Bad
What?
form.
You
Just
just
root against
If
the
it-
Washington
No,
team.
no, no, no.
Support
I
the-
root for them when
Gotta support the team,
they're
man.
against Oregon. You
See,
know?
that's what happens in the
Against the
office.
Ducks.
Right
You know,
there.
in my house, though,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a Husky. My wife is a Beaver. One daughter is a Cougar from Washington State, and
Wow.
my son is a Duck from Oregon. So
Man, you
You
got
got
it
a lot
all
of-
covered.
lot of different
Thanksgiving-
flags.
Yeah, and then we got one Aztec from San Diego State. But,
Wait, don't the Huskies play the Beavers this weekend?
yeah, this weekend.
Oh, that's gonna be
Get
interesting
the
at
rivalries
home.
going out there for sure.
Yeah,
All right,
they're-
what's going on with the Port of Shelton, guys? What have you guys been up to? Budget time or audit time, actually?
Audit
Audit,
time,
yep.
yeah.
We got an audit going on. It's going well. We opted last year. We did our 3-year audit, which is grueling. It's long and
Oh, I
just
bet.
looking back that far. So
Right.
we opted to go to an annual audit. That seems really weird, I know, but I'm come every year. But it's so much easier.
Sure.
They're
Oh, I
auditing
bet.
17, and it's quicker,
And it's cheaper.
and it is cheaper. Yeah,
Oh,
I
cool.
mean.
Because it doesn't take as long.
What
Yeah.
what
Right.
would keep a company or a business or a port like yours to stick with that multi-year model? I mean, it only makes sense to me that you wrap it up, you look at the last year, and then you move on. If you have to keep going back 3 years,
I know.
yeah.
I think over the years, I think it's kind of evolved to this annual cycle. A lot of the bigger ports have always done annual, but the smaller ports, we're on a 2 or 3 year cycle, and it was okay.
Sure.
But yeah, it's just kind of
Yeah.
labors on and makes more sense. So yeah, we got our same auditor, and she actually audits the city and lots of
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Different
districts
yeah,
here.
She's at,
So
Gig Harbor.
Port Orchard,
Port
I
Orchard,
think.
yeah,
Yeah.
Port
Are there any
Um,
benefits to an auditor doing audits on similar or close municipalities? Like, is just for answering questions? Boy,
I think they kind of get involved then in kind of what's happening in the community a little. But if you look at like the financials for the city or the county versus the port, it's so totally
Sure.
different.
But you guys show up in there in some respects somehow too, like with work Eagle Point or
Yeah,
other stuff
for
with
sure.
that.
Yeah, it ties because we're all the same community, but it definitely is. If you're just looking strictly at numbers,
Yeah.
which they don't, they look at accountability and our cash controls and all that stuff. But if you're looking strictly at numbers, we're a bottom line budget. Thank goodness,
Yeah.
it's so much easier. And so we just we have a number at the bottom, and we can do whatever we want, and the others are all fund,
Sure.
interfunds, and so we're lucky that way. But I think for an auditor, it's probably kind of different to go from one to the other and
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
change your thinking. But
How has things been moving along with the Marina? Any further decisions or conversations there?
so our chairman was unfortunately out of town for our last meeting, but we did announce that we are in negotiations for a sale of the marina
Okay.
with the Shelton Yacht Club.
Ah,
They stepped forward, and so we are not entertaining any other offers at this time.
Makes
and we're
sense.
just working through paperwork and talks, and so
Yeah,
that's
the
where
lawyers are
we're-
working on it right now
Yep.
as we speak.
Yeah, so
So,
it just made a lot of sense.
And if it sells, will you still be there?
no.
No.
we won't,
No.
we wouldn't own it. Yeah, if
Okay.
it sells, that'd be up to them. We will
Okay.
be there as partner.
Okay.
In terms of we're part of the community.
Oh, okay.
And we'd support. I think what's great about them as a buyer is it would be seamless.
Oh, cool.
People
Yeah.
really wouldn't. They used to manage it for years and years and years, and
Oh,
the board
okay.
ended up taking management back, so they leased it and did their own management of it. it just would seem very similar to how it is.
Sure.
That's what they want. They
Oh,
want to keep
okay.
it,
Sure.
Yeah.
consistently going. So that's really a priority, to my commission is, if we were going to go down a path like this, we didn't want, an outside developer to come in and rip the whole thing out, and make
Oh,
a big
right.
park, or, we wanted it to serve those that use
Right.
it and, people that come and enjoy.
The
So
yacht club's
And
been
still
there
be
forever.
open to the public.
they've been there for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
There's
still have public access, so.
But
cool.
when we say, we're in negotiations, this is a big deal in terms of there's so many pieces to this.
I
So
bet.
we have
Oh, I
a port
bet.
management agreement with DNR for some of the tide lots. We have the city deeded the property. Actually, that's how we became a port. They deeded the property. So there's a reversionary clause that it could go, some of the lots could go back to the city, not the entire marina.
Right.
But some of those lots could go back. They're all underwater. There's just so many little pieces,
I bet.
and,
I
and
bet.
Simpson, owns land property right around the property that we own. So it's just bits and pieces, and
Yeah, I bet. Looking at all those things and
Yeah.
all the other businesses that are the Flupsies and things like that.
Yep.
How they would
Yep.
come
So
on
we
that.
have-
Wow.
Yeah,
So,
and that
yeah,
was
it's an interesting process.
Yeah, I
for
bet.
sure.
So,
And that was important to us to hopefully maintain those businesses that we brought in down there, the Flupsies. That's
yeah.
part of our economic development. Need
and
for
possibly
jobs.
grow it.
Yeah, and grow it. Yep.
Strange to, is it strange, I guess, is the question, to not have a port, a marina, a water facility on port property?
Well, it's not strange yet because it hasn't happened.
Right.
But there are all kinds of ports
Oh,
across
yeah.
the state that don't
That's
have,
true.
Don't
they
have
only
water at all.
Yeah.
or they only have industrial. We at least have an airport.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Ah,
yeah.
interesting. Very cool.
Some of them just, have wheat fields.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, that's
yeah.
right. Well,
So-
good. We'll keep our eyes on that one.
Yeah.
Dick Taylor, Wendy Smith, always good to see you.
Yes.
Good to be
And
back.
go Cougs, go Huskies, go
Amen.
whatever you
Go
like to do
Cougs. I'm
there.
picking Cougs.
Going for the Cougs. All right.